It's mostly harmless. It's not urgent. It's just, it's like not even a cold. It's a tiny bug. I just have to hit a button and just snap my fingers and everyone dies in the USA. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Plague Inc. Evolved. I think it's been 2, maybe 3. I'm pretty sure it's been 2 years since I last played this game, and we're playing it again because I guess there are custom scenarios, and I'm pretty sure the last time that I played this game, that wasn't a thing. I don't think we were able to make custom scenarios where we can go into the Steam Workshop. This is the top one of all time. It's called Algium. This is supposed to be amazing. This was on the official. I'm gonna go with Algium. I'm gonna play this. All right, so the following new gene has been discovered and unlocked. Zero file in single player. Okay. Should I do that? Can I even insert any genes? Oh, I can insert this one. So let's insert this gene. All right, this is gonna be a relearning process for me because it has been a couple years. Normal, we're just gonna go normal. Okay, it's gonna be called Algium. We're gonna go by this. All right, the algae have risen. The single-celled plant has realized it can infect animals to further grow and reproduce, and has started by infecting the human race to help it grow, develop, and evolve into something humanity could never have fathomed. All right, so there's your mutations, and that's basically your upgrades. Select the country to mutate the first algae. These plants like humid environments and are most effective in large numbers of hosts. All right, so they like humid environments. I guess, can I select Texas, or is it just going to be USA? Because it's humid. Oh shit, it's humid around here. I guess I just started it in USA. I mean, USA can get humid, but maybe I should have went somewhere in like Central America. So as you can see, these dots. Oh, I should probably do that. I think that gets me genes, and this is like basically, yeah, DNA points, so I can get upgrades. Okay, so scientists increase understanding of. Scientists have had a breakthrough in their understanding of what? How come it's not saying the name of it? And we'll be able to cure diseases with it more easily. My disease is not named. Okay, well, let's get some DNA points here. All right, so this thing is a baby. It does not have a whole lot of stuff here. Oh my god. Okay, so this is just my history, and then here's transmission. So things have actually changed a little bit. So we have thin walls. It's like a plant cell. I don't think I've dealt with a plant cell virus before. So this is actually my first time doing this type of organism. So thin walls, the cell wall becomes able to stretch out and catch current blood veins and water streams. Let's do it. 5 DNA points. Cell walls become so thin they begin to split apart, reducing the cell severity, but allowing it to be so movable that it can even travel through air. I'm down for whatever spreads it quick enough, and then if people get infected and the thing just starts to mutate all across the world, that's perfect because it's just like a big kill switch. We just have to get this to as many people as possible. Okay, so symptoms. I don't have any DNA points, so we'll just have to wait for now. All right, so we have decided to focus on spreadability of this thing. And how far have I always been able to do this? Just zoom in? Seems like there's been some upgrades in this game. Can I okay, yeah, so I can move around like this. All right. We're just gonna watch. We're gonna watch. The world has not started a cure because we want to keep this thing relatively tame for now. Because from what I remember is if it's not dangerous, like they may be aware of it if it's just something like a cold, but it won't be urgent to create a cure for this thing. And so research won't really begin. But as soon as a person dies, that's when bad things will happen, or something bad happens. Maybe it doesn't even take a death for that to start happening. So we're going to refrain from lethal stuff for a while. We just got to get this thing across the world. Every person in the world has to get this disease. Then we press the button and everything bad starts happening. So as you can see, we're accumulating all these DNA points. We haven't really gone international yet. I don't think we have gone international at all. We're still domestic. So this is multicellular. Okay, that's symptoms. So we had that. We had flaking walls, elastic walls. What's this? Cells are able to move by extending tendrils and dragging themselves along. This is a slow process, but it is better than nothing. Increases infectivity. Of course we want that. More efficient movement allows for the cell to travel quicker. Of course I want that. All right. Thing is still moving. We got this. Oh wait, Canada's infected? Okay. World mourns Harambe death. Harambe, the world's second most beloved most beloved, I'm just gonna say beloved gorilla, has died from unknown causes. People not as upset as last time. As last time? It happened for a second time? All right, sure. All right, so we'll get those DNA points. So I remember there being a thing where I can actually manually send an infected plane to another country. What's this? Can I click that? Planes. No, I can't do that. Maybe I don't have that unlocked yet. But like I could send boats, I could send planes. So if I wanted to decide, like if I discovered that somewhere was getting really pesky to infect, like Madagascar, for example, or Cuba or Iceland, you know, it's a very isolated place. And it's low population, so you may not get, it may be a little pesky to infect that place, but then you can choose to send an infected plane over there to like force the disease upon them. But I can't remember how to get that yet. But we've got some more points. Let's get more infectivity. Mutates the algae in a random place to become part of the evolution. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do spontaneous awakening just in case we get a random lethal trait. We don't want that. The amount of chlorophyll in the cells increases, allowing them to exist outside hosts without need for nutrients, especially effective in rural environments. Great. So that means like poor countries, farm countries will likely become infected because they're more sparsely populated and rural. Okay, so I still haven't gotten my first symptom here. So cells gain the ability to morph together when in large groups to function as one body. Yes, we'll take that. Cells can form blobs that cause discomfort in host. Cells are able to form more complex Sure. I'll go for that. That doesn't mean lethal. It's not too bad. We only have 12 people infected so far. It's fine. It's so under the radar right now. It is early days. Seriously, I must have goofed. Maybe when I like double-clicked USA, maybe there was supposed to be a prompt that says like name your disease, but I did not name this thing for some reason. I thought I could have sworn I did that at the beginning. It was called algium or whatever. Okay, so what just happened? Oh no, what am I hearing? I'm hearing, oh no, that's an airport sound. I thought I was hearing like an ambulance or something, like someone is really under the weather. We just doubled our infected count though. This game ramps up. It starts out very slow, but once you start feeling like a strong disease, like you've got a hold on this planet, that's when this game gets fun, because you just feel like you have so much power. It's in a weird morbid way. Like you're watching the entire world burn, but you're just like, yes, so much power. There's some part of the brain that this game stimulates very well. That I would never wish upon the world in the real world, but in this game, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. All right, so what do we want to get here now? Tubes function as a form of insulation of the cells and are somewhat resistant to the effects of temperature. Good, because then in the more extremes, the hot and the cold places, that will mean that this can thrive more. We'll definitely want something like that. So we're getting some more symptoms. What about abilities? We haven't really touched this stuff yet. Can I even get here yet? Cell walls become... Yeah, oh, we'll definitely want that. Okay, so we'll try to get some of the abilities next time. So let's see here. Let's check out this world tab. I just want a refresher on everything. I still don't see where I can, like, send a plane out. That must come later. We have 50 people infected, 51. Very exponential on the curve. All right, so let's see here. So what's this? The cell becomes more transparent throughout, making them harder to study. I won't worry about that one right now because it's not really getting studied right now, so it's not important. Cell walls become resistant. I just want to focus on the infectiveness. All right, so now it's opening the doors for even more climates. And now what's this going to be? This develops walls specifically designed to resist extreme amounts of cold. So we'll get like northern Canada or even Iceland. Iceland will be a pesky place to infect. So let's just get that out there in front. You can definitely tell it's going up now. That was at 50 maybe like a minute ago, and now we're at 142. And you know, and then maybe another minute later it'll be at 1,000, then it'll be 10,000, 100,000, 1,000,000, 10 million. It'll go that quick. All right, so to find out more about a country, oh, that's just a tip. Never mind. Okay. All right. Thank you for that DNA point. Okay, so new dry winds in arid countries. Latest research shows that strong dry winds are sweeping through arid countries due to global warming. Great. So we're going to want to go for, unless there's a, we're going to want to get the trait. Oh. You keep cutting me off, game. Algium has infected hunters in the USA, increasing the chance that an infected person will infect a healthy person. Keep evolving your disease. All right. So that's just the game telling me something. It's not like a news broadcast. Like, we've discovered a new disease. Oh my God. This thing does nothing. It's so under the radar. You have no idea. All right, here we go. Like I told you. A minute later, we'll have 1,000. And then there we go. We have 1,000. Oh no, we have a mutation. That is not good. Algium has mutated and developed the organism symptom without using DNA points. What does that entail? What did I just get? What's this? Okay, those cells now gain the ability to permanently form connections with other cells and morph into unique organisms. That's fine. That's fine. As long as it's not lethal or it makes people like feel sick. I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable right now. Cells can form a flat sheets that are good at catching both air and water currents. Somewhat noticeable. I don't want noticed. I don't want it to be noticed right now. Tubes function and as a form of insulation, and this is are somewhat resistant to the effects of temperature. That's good. That's good. How come I can't get this one? Well, I already had that. That's why. Cells can string together to form strands that can further travel, increases in infectivity, and is not very noticeable. Not very noticeable. All right, strands. Gotta be very careful. I don't want anyone to discover this. Okay, here we go. Okay, all right. Still need to infect more countries. We haven't gone international yet. This is only the USA. Is Canada infected? No, just USA, 1,000. Then USA is just gonna pop. We're gonna tear down the big wall on the southern border, and then it's gonna go boom. And there's not even a wall on the northern border, so I don't know why Canada's not infected. Unless in this alternate reality, there is a wall all the way along the side, and USA is all boxed in. All right, 2,000 people have been infected. That's what will get us a lot of DNA points, is going to another country. Because right now we're only getting it from the USA, but I'm sure that'll happen very soon. Oh, here we go. Someone flew to Saudi Arabia. Interesting. Oh, someone flew to Japan. All right, we're getting DNA points now. All right, we've now infected thousands. And Japan is very populated, so that number should shoot up very quick. Okay, it's infecting more countries. Good, 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 good. Oh, this is where it's going to get fun. Look at that. Look at that. Now we're going to get to 10,000. I swear, it's been like another minute. And then another minute, it's going to be 100,000. All right, let's get something now. Let's keep the abilities up. The cells develop walls to resist extreme amounts of heat. Maybe not extreme heat. Cell walls retain water, making the cells more effective in both humid and arid countries. Yes, because it was just talking about arid winds. So that's currently a thing that's happening right now in this scenario. So we're going for that. We're gonna see what that ends up doing. But all right, we've infected 3 populated countries. That's good. Japan is a big one to infect. Like, let's see how many people have been infected in Japan. Only 27. What about Saudi Arabia? 200. 22,000 in USA. Oh my God, the last I checked was like 7,000. But it'll shoot up. It'll definitely shoot up very quickly. Oh, here we go. Yeah. All right. So what? Oh, we just got Mexico. Oh, and Mexico just flew to Saudi Arabia again. All right. Oh, I just heard a cough. I hope that's just a generic sound effect, and that doesn't mean people are getting noticeably sick. All right, let's see. Bypass low-level drugs. Sure. No symptoms. Do not... Oh my God, 700,000 people. Oh, it's shooting up now. We're at 100,000, 200,000. All right, USA is about to combust. Wow, Mexico. That trait, that arid trait, that is why that is happening, or why Mexico is just like dropping. This is a fun game right here. All right, USA is collapsing. Okay, oh no. It has been discovered. In a normal checkup, a doctor in Mexico found a new disease which has been named algium. It appears to be mostly harmless, but must be investigated further. Other countries are also reporting this disease. Okay, now we're gonna slow this down because the game is kind of going really quickly. And I have a lot of points. All right, pause. A lot of things just happened. We have 127 million people infected. USA, a good chunk of the country is now infected. Over half of Mexico is infected. Japan is still pretty contained. So that's because Japan is very first world. They have a great medical system. They have great doctors there, and they have good medicine. That's what I'm trying to say. They have good medicine, so their people are going to be very resistant. So I bet as soon as I like unlock this, cell walls develop stronger resistances that allow cells to bypass high-level drugs. I bet first world countries will start dropping like flies when I do that. Let's see here. But now that it has been discovered, we need to... Where was the one that prevents it from being studied? Or makes it harder to study. All right. We're going to do that. We have to tackle this now. The DNA of the cells rewrite the pushback lab studies. Maybe don't do that. Researching the cells is harder due to organelles being more spread apart in the cell body. There we go. All right, so we're just gonna make this very hard to study, so it just starts out slow. All right, it's mostly harmless. It's not urgent. It's just, it's like not even a cold. It's a tiny bug. Mexico's starting to work on it here because yeah, I guess that makes sense because they're like, whoa, 84 million people just got infected by this harmless thing. What if it turns into a non-harmless thing? Oh God, I just don't want that shooting up quickly. This thing, it's harmless. It's harmless. It's totally fine. No resources are going into this. All right, USA has fallen. USA is. I just have to hit a button and just snap my fingers and everyone dies in the USA. If I get some lethal symptom. But we have 27 disease points. Okay, let's see. The tendrils surround the cell in lab conditions, making it much harder to observe and research. No, Mexico, you're not going for this thing. I hope I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket here because that's a lot of research points, but this is the strategy I'm going to try and do for now. Because we do eventually have to make this thing lethal, but it hasn't spread far enough yet. USA and Mexico are just like, woo. God, is Japan completely infected? Yes, they are. You see? High-level drugs. I'm surprised like Europe isn't. I guess the UK is starting to go. All right. So not enough time has passed yet. But we're still at 0% for a cure. That's fine. Let's see here. So let's actually take a look at this. So arid climates are kind of going. USA was ground zero. But maybe it's cold countries because I'm noticing Scandinavia is kind of resisting. Even Iceland has gotten infected. Madagascar has gotten infected. Is it like nearly every country in the world now? South America really hasn't been touched that much other than Brazil. So I wonder if there's something with South America placed on a watch list. Although not very dangerous, governments are warned that a more deadly strain could appear. That's fine. You're not gonna get cured. But now we have 50 points here, so. Shutting down airports now. But this thing is so harmless. It'll die out. Totally, I bet. Okay. Makes the DNA more stable and more likely. Oh. No, I don't want it to become unstable. Oh, maybe I should make it unstable. No, don't make it unstable yet. Let's make this resistant to extreme amount of heat. Let's make it resistant to extreme amount of cold. Let's get those cold countries. All right. Just spent a lot of disease points. All right, there we go. China's going down. Oh, and there goes Canada up there. All right. Okay, Scandinavia's going. Russia's going down. All right, all of Europe's going down. We still haven't really touched Africa that much yet because I don't think we've gotten the extreme heat yet, but we're about to do it. Much more resilient. And I already got the cold one. So, all right, it's going to spread to Africa now. And we're going to get all those Africa points because there's a lot of countries in Africa. And then we'll start making this thing pretty damn deadly. Okay, we're now at 1% cure though. So people are starting to see this as much more urgent just because they are afraid of it becoming more deadly. Maybe I should make it much more harder to research. It's still going very slow though, that's the thing. We need Africa. Okay, worm creatures, oh no. Algae's mutated to develop the worm creature symptom without using DNA points. What does that mean? What is worm creatures Ooh, whoa! Cells can slither about in a manner that avoids detection, but irritates hosts greatly harder to study. Ah! So that's actually a good one. All right, so it's starting to actually get a little bit problematic. Now it's making people irate. Sure. Well, people have noticed this now, so cells can form flat sheets that are good at catching both air and water currents. All right, so let's just start getting stuff like that. Cells can now form random. Still don't want to do that yet. Walking creatures. What is this? Cells amass to emit their own structure, forming large tendrils that they use to walk. This makes them quite mobile but also very noticeable. In masses, cells can distribute nutrients even amongst themselves. I swear, it's like you have like a full mammal growing inside you, the way some of these symptoms are being described as. But the world population is now like Russia leading global cure effort. That's good to know. We have so many disease points though. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for Africa to fall. As soon as Africa just like lights up red, we're gonna make this thing full deadly. Because most of the world is dying. They're dying. We have 134 disease points. Here we go. Algeria executes infected people. Good lord, they're getting desperate now, and this thing like hasn't even gotten like extremely deadly. They've only become a rate. But we're at 10%. All right. I'm going to make this thing harder to study. Actually, yes, DNA of the cells rewrite the pushback lab studies. Let's do that. What did that do? Did that push it back? Yeah, push it back a little bit. But Africa still isn't... Come on, go faster. What about, what's this? Cell walls make cells no longer affected by temperature. Boom, get it. Okay, let Africa go down. That's all it is. All right. There we go. The last stronghold is now falling. And then we're going to have some fun. That's fine. You're only at 13%. I'll pop another one of those things. Come on. All right. I'm going to start making this deadly as hell. But what would be... Let's see. Causes discomfort. This is 8. That's fine. What is this? The bulbs under the skin cause mild itchiness. I need more than that. Okay, let's start making it extremely unstable. How much is this? This is 25. DNA of the cells becomes unstable and more likely to mutate on its own. Good. DNA strands become even more unstable and less predictable, further increasing mutation chance. All right, so I think we're gonna let RNG handle this. Global research now focused on a cure. Walking creature symptom mutated. Oh my god. All right, this thing could like start shooting up and then I could end up losing. I put RNG in the driver's seat. All right, pretty much the whole world is now infected. All right, there are no healthy people left in the world. Now we need... All right, now we have masses symptom mutated. All right, what are they getting, tumors now? We need something that, like, will kill people. That's probably my greatest mistake. That could be a fatal mistake that I just put RNG in the driver's seat. Just hoping that bad things will happen. But we still have plenty of time. Okay, now we have sharp tendril symptom mutated. Oh my god. Algium has mutated and developed a... What is that one? So did we just get this? Tendrils are now viable weapons and will be used as such. Alright. Start killing them. We now have 146 people dead. Not enough dead people. Not enough dead people. All right, now 200. Okay. Okay. People are now dying. That just sounds so weird. The tendrils will be used as such. Weapons. Warped plane symptom mutated. Algium has mutated and developed the warped plane symptom without using DNA points. What's that one? Ooh, the planes can now be greatly warped and mishappen. Increases chances for that are harder to... Oh, they're harder to study in lab conditions. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. It's actually setting it back a little bit. All right, people are not dying at a... Oh, the genome has been fully sequenced. That's not good. I hope it doesn't like start shooting up quickly. It is kind of shooting up quickly. People aren't dying quick enough. Okay. Deceit symptom mutated. Algium has mutated and developed the deceit symptom without using DNA points. What is deceit? Worm organisms greatly improve their ability to be difficult to study in lab conditions. Oh, I love that it's focusing on that. Like, we're just gonna make this even more difficult. And it did go down like 1. It only goes down 1%. So only 31 million people dead. This is not lethal enough. It's people are just kind of dying at a linear rate. I just want like, boop, everyone just dies. Like, it just gets that deadly. I feel like an evil person the longer I play this game. 50 million people dead. Remember, there's 7 billion people in the world here. Animalistic instinct symptom mutated. Algium has mutated and developed the animal. Okay, what is animalistic Organisms lunge and attack any humans that notice them. I feel like this is what happened in that Kingsman movie. Like everyone is now attacking each other on the planet. All right, is it gonna go whoop? Attack and kill. Attack and kill. Everyone's infected. USA begins to break down. Normal life. Cure research is starting to slow, which means I think we got this in the bag. Just kill each other, world. Just beat each other up. That's all it does. They're turning into animals. They're turning into beasts. They're just killing each other. Oh, I have so many things just like going through my head right now. This is also kind of reminding me of that. If anyone has seen the movie Sorry to Bother You, watch that movie. You will not be disappointed. Algium has mutated and developed the winged blob symptom without using it. I'm down for some winged blobs. Is that kidneys? Blobs can now flap frantically and fly for a time. What does that mean? It just says blobs. Blobs can now flap frantically and fly for a time. That's it. That's the description. Blobs. I'm down. Whatever that means, I'm down. Not enough dead people yet, though. Still not lethal enough. I hope like everyone's just getting exhausted now, and then they're gonna die. Because we haven't had our first billion die yet. Okay. Hey, it's a DNA point. Good. I was about to spend money on that, and it just evolved. It just mutated to have the itchiness symptom. That's great. Cure is now 50% complete. I don't care. I'll make it 49% complete. All right. Oh, we just got Jawed Claw symptom. Perfect. All right. So Jawed Claws is that what I was just looking at? Oh, it was. So that should increase the death rate, I would think, because now they have claws, and those things are being used as weapons. So we should be losing like 100 million people per second, right? We actually are losing them pretty quickly now. But is it quick enough? About to lose our first billion. It's so exciting. Our first billion. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're dropping like flies now. Oh yeah. There it goes. There it goes. It's getting pretty neck and neck with this cure though. It's our last ditch effort. Oh wait. Are we at 20? Wait. Can we reshuffle this? Oh, we're like less than 10 away from reshuffling DNA. Come on. Wing stability symptom mutated. That's fine. See, now the blobs... Now, you remember how the blobs could flap their wings? Well, guess what? Now they're stable. Ooh, what's this? I can evolve into this. Aerial predators. The organisms become masters of the sky that learn their new and better ways to attack and infect other species. Well, ooh, what's this? Lone predator. The organisms learn the weaknesses of all the species that poses a potential threat to their existence and proceed to eliminate them. I want that one. Give me that one. Oh, look at it go. Is this gonna go quicker now? It shouldn't go quicker. It should like slow it, if anything. Man, we're already back to 26. Jesus. You get points for killing people in this game. Yeah, 4 billion people dead. I think we got this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just reshuffle that DNA just to rub some salt in the wound. Central anarchy. Or did I read that awfully? Is this going backwards now? 54%. It has halted. We have won, ladies and gentlemen. 5 billion people dead and counting. They have basically turned into zombie creatures that have claws and seek to eliminate any threat. The last survivors are here. The last 100 million people. They think they can do it. They're probably not even aware anymore that they were working on a cure. They just think that they're doing the best thing. They're following their instincts by eliminating the threats. And eliminate the threats they shall. Now, is this lethal by itself? Because once they've eliminated all their threats, there's only gonna be one left. There'll be one survivor, and I guess there'll be no food. So I guess he'll eventually starve. So I guess the last guy will starve to death. I can't remember if there was like a lethal trait that got mutated. Like that just kills the host. Like I think I want to say like all we did was we just transformed people into beasts. Algium to destroy humanity. Algium has destroyed the world despite the world's best efforts. La-di-la-di-da. Last 1,000, last 300. Oh, they just all died. I'm just going to assume that the last guy starved. He was like, there's no more people to kill now. I guess I'm done. Ugh. And that's how humanity dies. That was fun in a very morbid way. So I like that custom scenario. So like, I'm guessing that's how it is with all these different custom scenarios. You get different traits, different symptoms, or is it just like the messages that pop up? I don't know. But what was it that Harambe? Overall, that was the most popular scenario of all time. But I'm sure there's a lot more fun ones out there. So if you guys enjoyed that, let me know. And I will see you all later. Here for Cannibala are less productive. Great! That's fantastic! I mean, that's so sad. So sad. 500,000 people dead in the US. All right, give me all your shit. Get it in the water. Survive in warm water. People are dying in Brazil faster than new people are being